on the ground, letting the air out his tires. Took the keys out his ignition and went to her car. Like, he called her, blocked. Not only was the keys not there, the car wasn't even there. She done busted the windows out. She done cracked the windshield. She done keyed it up. Pull up, come to his house, You know where he's staying. 5 minutes later, police pull up.
Calling in the 6, your bitch riding the 7. Better watch a nigga, cause he might end up missing. You could talk about me, but it's gon' make me richer. What else? Tell him bring the bottles, I'ma need some more.
What's up, YouTube? It's been a little minute since y'all seen me. I know it's been a little it's been a lot going on, y'all, but your girl back. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on y'all bell notifications so you're notified every time your girl posts a video. I'm gonna tell y'all the story about the time I had to beat my brother girlfriend up, right? Boom. One day, me and my brother, we real close. We like this. He talks to me about everything, all that, like everything. So me and my brother, he called me one day. He was like, sis, where you at? And I'm like, you know, I'm not too far from you. Like, what's up? He was like, well, I just got off a flight. I had to come straight to work. It's, you know, like 6 in the morning. And he was like, I'm gonna need you to go to the store and get this, that, and the third for me so I can get my stuff together while I'm at work. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I go to the store. I go do all that because I really was close to him anyway, and I didn't have nothing to do at that time. So I went on ahead and to the store, you know, when he got him what he wanted, what he needed and stuff. And I ended up going to take it to him to his job. Yeah, I had got to his job or whatever. And he was telling me about the girl that he was talking to at the time. That was really like his main girl. Like, you know, he had already told me about her or whatever. But everybody know my brother. If they know my brother, they know my brother. He's a ladies' man. We're gonna say that. My brother is a ladies' man, so he can never just sit down with one girl. Like, all his girlfriends know that. But we're gonna call her Nikki. So Nikki was real crazy, which is why she was the main girl, because she was like forcing her way in her spot. She was like real crazy about him, and that's what he liked. He liked crazy about him. So mind you, I already know about the girl. I know she's crazy. She ain't never met me. I ain't never met her, but we talk about her a lot. And he was talking to me. He was telling me about his trip or whatever. Mind you, with another girl. We're not even talking about Nikki right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm at the bank. I had to put some dollars on my card. So we talking about somebody else. Nikki keep calling his phone, right? So he not answering. He declining. Well, he wasn't declining. He was just letting it ring because he was talking to me. At first, I didn't know Nikki was calling. I just knew somebody was calling him back to back. And I was like, why you won't answer? And he was like, oh, that's Nikki. She gonna want to sit on the phone and talk to me. I'm trying to talk, you know, tell you the story. So I'm gonna call her back. So we still talking. She still calling. So in the middle of him talking, I was like, if you don't answer the phone, she gonna get mad and think you doing something. Just answer the phone. He was like, nah, because if I don't answer the phone, she gonna come up here anyway, and I want to see her anyway. Like, you know, when I don't answer the phone, she just pull up on me. And I was like, okay. So when she finally texted him a big, like a whole paragraph, because he wasn't texting her back, she was like, oh, you with a female, you doing this. And now I was like, yeah, technically you are with a female, and I don't think she's gonna care about me being your sister. So just go ahead and call the girl back. So when he called her back, she didn't answer the phone. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just leave, because you said she gonna pull up anyway. So I'm sure she's about on her way or getting dressed, one of them. And I don't want to be caught in the crossfire, so I'm gonna just dip, right? So he walking me outside to my car or whatever, and y'all, I kid you not, it ain't even been that long. Couldn't have been long enough for her to get out there. So when we got outside, y'all, we come outside and the girl flattening his tire. Like, she got an air tank, right? She letting the air out of all his tires, right? So we come outside, we looking from a distance, because his car is parked a ways away from the door. Like, you know, you can barely see it from the door. So we looking like, is that her on the floor? I'm like, that don't look like her, but it was her. We walked up on her. The girl was literally on the ground by his tires, letting the air out his tires. I'm like, sis, like, this my brother. Like, you don't gotta do all that. She got mad, got the hitting on him. She was like, she got the punching on him. She was like, you was in there with a girl the whole time. You couldn't answer my calls and whoop, whoop, whoop. He was like, man, that's my sister. Like, just chill. She was like, well, if that's your sister, why you couldn't answer the phone for me? Why you couldn't do it? So I'm like, oh my God. I told him to just answer the phone. Like, I was literally the one telling him to answer the phone. But he wanted to see her anyway. So I didn't really pay no mind at first. But then it got crazy because I was like, okay, well, is she gonna put the air back in your tire before I leave? Because I gotta go, you know, handle something and I don't want you to be stuck with no car. And he was like, nah, bro, can you take me up here to such and such and do such and such? So I had to end up taking him to go try to handle that. And I'm like, well, damn, you gonna leave your car? He was like, man, she ain't talking about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. So before we left, I don't know what he got back out the car for, but he got back out the car. He went to go get something out of his car, so he put the keys in his car. They started arguing. For whatever reason, they had started arguing. Y'all, I'm in the car. I'm far back, so I can't really hear what's going on. But they was arguing with each other. In the midst of them arguing, she go around the car on the other side to the driver's side, because they were on like the passenger side. She ran around the truck to the driver's side, jumped in his car, took the keys out his ignition, and went to her car, like took off. So I'm like, oh my God. So he chasing her. He get back to her car and he trying to talk to her, like reason with her, like, hey, like just chill, we good with the woo. She was like, nah, you got me effed up and woo the woo. Now you can't go nowhere and you can't get no tires and woo the woo the woo. She took the air pump, so you can't put no air in them. She took the keys, and I'm thinking she just, you know, want him to stay. So I'm like, just get out the car, go talk to her. I'm gonna leave, and then I'm gonna give you a little minute. You just call me before I actually leave. Call me and let me know if you got your keys back, if you straight. So while I'm trying to chop it up with him, she left. She gone with the air pump and the keys. Like, she gone. She took off. So we just sitting there. He calling her, not answering. Blocked her. He calling her, blocked. Can't get through to her. Calling her, blowing up. Can't get through. So called off another number, called off this number, that number. Still can't get a hold to her. Can't get a hold to the girl. It's been about an hour. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm finna go. And if she don't come back by the time your shift end, just let me know. Just call me and I'll take you home. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do something different. We're gonna have to do something different. So y'all, I left. I ended up going to do something else. Like, I had something else to do. So why come y'all, when we actually did talk again, he was like, oh, she still ain't answered the phone. She still won't let me know where my keys at or nothing. I'm gonna need you to come get me so I can go do something else. He needed me to take him somewhere else. So when I went and got him this time, his shift wasn't nowhere near over. Like, he still had a couple more hours to work. So we was gone the rest of his shift probably. We was probably gone the rest of his shift. So when we got back, like right at the end, when it was finally time for him to go home, we was expecting his keys to be there. But not only was the keys not there, the car wasn't even there. The car wasn't even there, y'all. The car gone. Mind y'all, when we left, she had the keys and she had the air pump. The tires was flat and everything. But I'm gonna go pump some gas real quick, so I'm gonna see y'all in like a split second. At this point, he furious because he can't reach her. His car is gone. His shift is over. Like, it's just a lot going on. So he was like, just take me home. Don't worry about it. Just take me home. And I'm finna do something different. Like, he was like, don't even worry about it. Like, I'm finna do something different. It's the next morning. He called me. He was like, sis, I'm gonna need you to take me by her job, because I know she worked today. And I'm gonna need my keys and stuff, whatever, right? So I went and go pick them up. I went and got him. We ride by her job. She not there. So I'm like, yeah, she tripping. It's the whole next day, y'all. She still ain't gave this man his car or nothing. So fast forward, I ended up leaving him with that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was there for a little second. I was there almost a whole day trying to make sure he was okay. Like, but at the end of the day, I know how relationships work. If I I know he gonna be with her after all of this is said and done, which I knew he was. He was mad at her, but I knew he wasn't gonna just leave her alone. So I wasn't gonna go try to, you know, fight on her, beat on her, and do this and that. That's my brother. Don't get me wrong, but he can hold his own. And now, if he would have called me and said, I need you to go dump something down, I would have went and dumped something down. But he didn't do that. So I let him have it. I was like, okay, that's your girl. Y'all gonna get back together. Y'all gonna talk it out. Y'all gonna do this and that. I know she gonna give it back. I just don't know when. So until then, I'm gonna be out y'all's situation and leave it alone, period. That's not between me. That's between y'all. I'm done with it. I'm right. So boom, call me if you need me. That's how I ended it. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta eat and drive because I'm hungry. I ended up leaving the situation alone. He called me about 2 days after that. He still ain't had his car, y'all. So I'm at this point, I'm like, what's her whole ordeal? Like, what was the point? So boom, we talking. He said, hold on, my brother just texted me a picture of my car. I was like, what you mean? He was like, man, she just sent my brother a video recording of my car. It's beat up. She done busted the windows out. She done cracked the windshield, threw something in the windshield. She done keyed it up. So she done did all that and recorded it and sent it to his brother. So I'm like, okay, this is now beginning to be too much. Like, this is starting to be death row. More of the story. A couple days later, let me just tell y'all this. He got the car back. He made her fix it up. They was back cool. That was back cool. She paid for the new windows, all that, like everything. She paid for everything. A couple days go by. Guess she went through his phone, found my number and stuff. And she called me off his phone. She was cussing at me. She was like, "Oh, you that girl that came up here to his job that day?" And who's the? I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." She said, "Oh, I wanna fight. I'ma beat you up. I'ma do this and that." I'm like, damn. Because I was helping my brother. You wanted him to be stuck and you wanted him to just be there and not have nobody to help him. If it wasn't me, it was going to be somebody else. She was going off at the mouth. Pull up, come to his house, you know where he's staying. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, cool. I'm on my way. Head over there or whatever. And I'm on the phone with my homegirl. Because I'm telling my homegirl what happened. My homegirl on the phone, she just on the phone. She was like, so what you gonna do? Because my homegirl was like 20 minutes away from me. So she was like, I'm gonna just sit on the phone with you, make sure you straight, make sure you get out and stuff, right? I know how to get in his house without a key. So I walk up in there. Walk up in the house, like, you know, I always go in his house like that, like, that's my brother. So I walk up in the house, make it to his room. She sleeps, she in the bed. I flick the light on, put the cover back. It was up, like, what's good? Told me to pull up. You gonna do this to me, you gonna do that to me. Like, the main reason I went over there is because of something that she said on the phone with me. Because at first I wasn't gonna go. She said the wrong thing to me. It wasn't even us arguing, it was just her talking about herself. Like, she was just yelling, talking, saying stuff. And when she said what she said, I said, alright, bet, I hung up the phone. Didn't do no talking. She told me what it means, she told me what she was, and I pulled up. I walked in there and picked up. When it was all said and done, I walked outside to my car. Mind you, he in his underwear, like he was asleep. He in his underwear. He done came himself outside in his underwear, trying to talk to me, make sure I was straight. So me and him chopping it up, and 5 minutes later, police pull up. So they come talk to me. They like, hey, she called, called us and said that you had went in there and beat her up and whoop whoop. And mind you, I'm still intact. My hair not messed up, my clothes not messed up, nothing. Like, it don't even look like I fought. Eyelashes still on, everything. I look like I was intact. So I was like, officer, I don't know what you talking about. Like, I have not been fighting nobody. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. Like, she tripping. So she come outside with all these marks and bruises and all type of stuff. So I'm like, yeah, it was her. And they was like, well, if you ain't do it, then why she got all these bumps and bruises on her? And I'm like, I don't know. She probably will fight with one of her, like, her boyfriend or something. Like, because mind y'all, she had a boyfriend before it was a lot. I can't even explain to y'all everything. Ended up talking to the police, getting cool with the police. The police was telling me something, like, they was talking to me, asking me where I was from and stuff. And I knew crazy. Like, I ended up being cool with the police. So we over there talking. They was like, she want to press charges. If she press charges, then we're gonna call you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Just give me the number so I can go, because I gotta go. Then they asked him. Then he wanted to press charges on me for breaking and entering. And he was like, nah, she ain't breaking my house. Like, the door was unlocked. Which, y'all, me and him both know. I know how to get in his house without a key. Like, we just want to be completely honest. It is not breaking and entering, because I do it all the time. But police let me go. They never did call me and say that she wanted to press charges or nothing, though. Like, they never did call me and say nothing else about it. That was just that, y'all. It is what it is. Like, still to this day, Nikki is crazy. And y'all, the girl crazy. She found me. She found my Snapchat. She found my phone number. She found my Facebook. She found my Instagram. She found everything. Like, she found everything. I still don't care, because the girl's so young. She went through a traumatic experience. Like, she really needs to be in the hospital. I'm not trying to be funny, because, like, it's not funny, but she really needs to go get help. Well, y'all, my camera finna die, so I can't really finish telling y'all how I want to tell y'all. So I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and turn on y'all bell notifications. And if you like this story, make sure you tell me down below in the comments, and let me know what y'all think about that story. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.